What's up, YouTube? This is the Billy Bob HD bringing you another Let's Play. Today I've got some more Hearts of Iron IV. This is the Great War mod. We are playing as Spain. Last episode, we left off, finally achieving some superiority here in the Mediterranean, which is awesome. So there is still a fleet floating around here of about 13 enemy ships here in the Central and Tyrrhenian Sea. So we're looking to hunt those down, hopefully. The good news is, with that superiority, we've got Green Group here. Let's go ahead and unpause it. Looking to plan a small naval invasion here against Malta, which will completely eliminate the Entente sort of presence there from the Mediterranean, or so we're hoping, right? And so they're going to go ahead and plan that out for us. And something we do need to do, as everybody has directed me, right? We do need to move up to the re-equipped infantry here. So let's go ahead and move these in like this. Nice, nice, nice. Perfect. So we're going to use 72 army experience to save that there. We're currently still sitting in a combat width of 19. Manpower sitting okay for the moment at 441k there. And so everyone should have changed. All of the templates should have changed, which it looks like they have, so that's good. I don't really see a difference in the sprites, though. Which is fine because, well, maybe a small difference in the infantry sprites there. Don't really see any of those re-equipped helmets on any of my units, but at least they look cool, right? Which is nice. So the next order of business is going to be continuing to build out new naval dockyards, which we've got in the queue here. We've got about 23 of those working for us, 22. And we're trying to also build up our new fleet here, which... you know, we're going to go ahead and use them to challenge further here in the Atlantic, moving up towards the English Channel. And so we're going to need to build up for that quite a bit. You can see we've got 73 to 83 enemy ships hanging out there in the English Channel right now. And from an air war perspective, we're actually seeing some enemy air challenges, right? And so I'm producing out those early fighter level 3s there. Let's go ahead and move down the early bomber production. I do want to boost up a little bit here in the early fighter production there, because we've only seen about 4 of those per week, so some badass biplanes that we're going to use to try to clear up the European mainlands here. So, for example, in the Western Balkans, we do have 84 of our older fighters there that are working against 300 enemy bombers, and I don't really know how those enemy bombers are able to sort of launch an attack over there, unless they've got carriers out here that we don't know of, or carriers up here in the Adriatic that we don't know of. And we're taking some bombing here in the Italian mainland as well, so we need to work on that. Then other than that, northern France, right? Look at that. Look at those numbers. Pretty ridiculous. 136 or so. We do have some close air supports there from our buddies. Southern England, someone's trying to bomb over there, and it's not us. And so I'm hoping that's the Germans taking care of that for us. Alright, Green Group is pretty much ready to go, so let's go ahead and tell him to go ahead there, and he's going to show us immediately stalled there, which sucks. Did I hit the wrong button? Okay, they're headed off now. Enemy ships present of 14 now, and so if they try to attack us, right, my big fleet should be able to go ahead and find them. Oh, there was a small U.S. submarine sitting there previously. So still showing at 14 there, 14 there. Okay. Here they come around the bend now, and making their move onto Malta here. So we'll see how large of a stack the allies are actually showing here. 0, to be honest. Good. So we immediately take Malta there. So that's a good little victory for us. Time to continue cleaning up some of this tech here. 1930 until the new artillery pops out for us. 1929 on some of these infantry things. And 1936 to get down here from an industrial standpoint. So we're looking good from a tech perspective. We should probably start plugging more research slots here into the air doctrines, right? Did we actually finish land doctrines research? No, we're still headed down the tree there, so some work to still be done from that standpoint, right? Okay. Okay, free dockyard now. So we're going to plug this one into the heavy cruiser production here. He's currently sitting at auto, so we do want him to sort of join up with the rest of our forces there in Cadiz, so Andalusia, right? Those new subs still popping out in Gibraltar for us, right? We have a full line of battleship going as well. So good. We still have a ton of these naval bases, naval dockyards still queued up here. So we'll fill those out like that. I can also build one here in the islands, so we'll do that. The Azores. Okay, very cool, very cool. It probably would make sense to try to get superiority here so we could eventually invade Madeira and, you know, the Azores as well, which is actually worth 3 victory points. Which is interesting, right? Got 2 new ships that just came out here, including a brand new battleship. Is that battleship production running at full capacity? Yes, it is. We're going to continue loading up the heavy cruisers like this. And where did that other smaller fleet go? He's chilling over here in the Eastern Mediterranean, so I'm going to tell you to actually return home for us, if you can, and meet up with this new battleship. Awesome. Pilot Formation 1 is finished. I could take my little sub-fleet here and start going out into the Atlantic a little bit as well. Yeah, let's tell you guys to go search and destroy out here in the Iberian coast there. See what we can see, right? And then we can also add our bigger fleet out there once they make it. So we've already made some contact here against a British light cruiser. Very good. My older fleet, my really thick older fleet there, is going to continue to chill in the Mediterranean. Yeah, still showing a lot of supremacy out here. Only 1 enemy ship out here now that we're seeing. He's actually assigned over here into the Western Mediterranean as well. Cool. So we can actually take Green Group here with your little 4 divisions. Actually tell you to cancel that. And why don't we tell you... Should we plug them down here into Africa, potentially? Because I do have Yellow Group here, right? Still trying to... Whoops. Okay, he's joined into the attack now, so these guys... So, Yellow Group trying to make some moves for us. This guy could probably make an attack right there and do some damage for us. Okay. This guy continues to hold on to supply there, so that's good. Time for a new national focus as well. So we are working on the air stuff here. Let's go air bombing effort, and we do need to continue teching up here. So we'll get the powerful battle fleet raid for that. What are we looking like here now with this fleet of 14? So 4 battleship class, right? That's really good to see. 2 light cruisers, 6 destroyers, 2 subs. Let's go ahead and add this sub in here just for shits and gigs, right? Those new submarines that we have are really powerful. I completed a variant on them. Oh, look at this bigger fleet that we're seeing out here now from the British. So, enemy ships present of 1 there. That doesn't seem to make very much sense, does it? Especially since this fleet size is showing at a 34, 33 there. Jeez. Okay. So I'm actually going to let him build up a little bit further before the naval battle occurs here, or before we try. Oh, what are we seeing over here now? A new fleet that's actually pretty sizable over here. My little group of 4 subs have found that. Still pushing over here for the Ottomans, which is good. Somehow they are getting all of this nice juicy territory. Let's go ahead and advance these guys even further just to take additional territory away from them. And this guy's regaining some organization there. He's going to move. He's going to shift up this way. So let's go ahead and push him forward like that. He's taking a little bit of attrition, but let's see how he can do in a battle against the Japanese there. Pretty good. Lost a sub out, one of those subs out there, unfortunately. So there's a lot more naval, Entente shipping out here than our intelligence report is showing us. Back up here now. Yep, still working on those destroyers. Over one of those per month. About 40% way done on the next battleship, so that's good. Heavy cruisers now popping out for us as well. How are we doing on the convoys? Pretty good. So, we've got a little bit of a stockpile going on those convoys, don't we? We are missing some additional resources now. We're missing some oil. So let's go ahead and trade away for a unit of oil. Trade with the Soviets here. So we will get a delivery there, which is good. And that's probably being driven by this new heavy cruiser production, which it is. Let's double check on our naval tech here. So it looks like we're pretty much good across the board till 1936. Gosh, a long ways to go until we can actually challenge for invading the UK, I think. Wow. All of my subs have now been sunk out here. Damn. That's tough. That's a tough pill to swallow, isn't it? Okay. So, we do need to just create a blob then to send out to the Atlantic. That's what I'm thinking. These 4 divisions could probably move back to Palermo, so we'll send them like that. Still showing naval superiority here. Oh, except the Adriatic. So, that's probably where those bombers are coming into play here. My little subs here continue to try and score some hits. They do have some lower strength, so they have nowhere to sort of repair themselves unless they head down here. I almost forgot about this little pocket of 11 divisions. Not able to make a successful attack there, so that's really a defensive stopgap for us. How are we looking back down here now? Pretty decent, except the fact that we cannot seem to gain organization in a lot of these areas. I'm going to go ahead and add him into the fight here. So hopefully that should help out this little battle that we're seeing. At a red 28, that's not good. Heavy cruiser. Again, we're going to populate all of this, I think, just like that. Those heavy cruisers are pretty helpful and a lot cheaper to build than those big old battleships. Okay, we're going to try to interrupt that little attack there by sending them in. 423k now, 425k-ish in manpower. We are still gaining a good amount at over 2.5k per month. The Allies have not tried another invasion here on my coastline, which is good to see. Want a challenge for the Azores here soon, if we can. Okay, continuing to move the fleet size up here. Let's go ahead and add in this submarine here, just for sake of numbers, right? It seems that adding those subs in on their own and sending out little wolf packs of them is not very effective. And these guys are pretty much stuck in like a perpetual fucking battle, it looks like. That could be a bug. 27 days left now on the Light Cruiser 4 level there. So we are... Yeah, we do have a full line of light cruisers producing right now. So that's good. Back up to 70 in naval experience now as well. Oh wait, we are seeing a small little breakout here. It does look like the Germans are reacting to that, so hopefully they're not able to land a bunch more troops before we can do anything about it. Okay, it may make sense since we're going to start trying to challenge for air superiority to go ahead and move down that line there for air squadron. Air bombing effort is also finished. So aviation effort level 4, let's get you. So, want to send out some crazy biplanes whenever we can. Oh, Malta experiencing... Yeah, Malta experiencing some resistance now. So let's go ahead and send one infantry unit back over there to see if he can't clean that up for us. Starting to gain some repair projects here as well now. Let's move this project down like this. Because again, we are prioritizing these naval dockyard areas here. Here comes the one singular infantry unit now coming in for us. Very good. Back over here. Oh, we do have some enemy ships coming out of the Red Sea here. Back up here in the Tyranian, still unknown for us at the moment. Yeah, I know I'm showing low manpower. Let's see how many extra fighters we have. About 100 or so. So with that many extra fighters, I'm wondering if it does... Wow, we're going to get chewed up doing that. This one here, can we continue helping out? They've got a pretty good efficiency going. We're not showing us having any success in terms of shooting them down. We've lost 11 fighters so far. So, let's plug in here and put in our new level, well, early fighter 2s. We could send all of you in. Let's do that just to use them up, right? And we can start saving up those other fighters, right? Can we switch some... I'm going to switch off some of these factories here in terms of overall infantry production stuff. We have plenty of divisions. And so I want to use them to supplement the early fighter production here. So that still leaves me with another 10. Let's open up a second early fighter line here. Like this. Okay, that uses up all those factories that we just pulled off, right? So these are used, of course, to supplement the stockpile, which we have tons of. Nice. The light cruiser is done now. So, back over to here to research. Okay, looking good on these researches. Doing that one accordingly. Working on these doctrines, so that's good to see. A long time to go on a lot of these other things. We could go with the mining here. So we do have a couple other things here on the industrial tab to get done. Let's assign these new fighters here to the Western Balkans. You're going to go for air superiority, of course. So that gives me 160 planes there working for us. Light Cruiser 3. Let's just go ahead and get you to a level 4 there. I'm fine with that. Alright, cool. Oh, yeah. I've got these here that we probably need to pull back because we no longer need to strategically bomb over here in the Mediterranean. 52 tactical bombers. We'll remove them. Okay. So they go back to the stockpile, which is good. How are we doing back down here in Africa now? Pretty... Still continuing to make moves. Let's march these men forward here. Okay, this tank division actually making moves for us now, too. So with the next research slots, we're going to finish out these industrial techs, but I think it would be fun to actually start researching down here for the tank tech as well. We could get a early tank there. We could go early tank level 2, actually, at this point. We're going to go light tanks, though, I think is the way to go. Air wings with no mission. So let's go ahead. Well, actually, I don't have the tech available, so I was going to say let's create a template, but I think we're going to have to wait on that here for a little bit. Looks like the resistance has gone down here in Malta, which is good. And remove you from green group, because that's going to be your primary job. Yeah, let's remove this air wing. Nice. Okay. Now, what happens if I put, for example, let's do a little test here. What if I invested 200 early bomber 2s up here? What could we do to try to turn the tide up here in the English Channel? Oh, they finally removed all of those fighters away from there. We do also need to start helping. Oh, they can only fit 200? Well, shit. Let's move that down by 100. And then let's move in our level 3s here. 66 of you. So you're going to be used to try to regain air superiority over here. And production-wise, those fighters are now lacking a lot of oil. So we do lack 15 of that. So let's buy another couple rounds there from the Soviets just to get those more efficient. Alright, tactical bombers. If we distributed you guys... Oh, you can actually make it over there, huh? You can strategically bomb southern England, which is interesting. If you go to here... Naval strike. Yes. Alright, so immediately I want to take a project to move up the level of airbase up here. We'll move you up to a level 5 there. And the priority for you should be pretty close to the top here. There we are. Okay. We need some more civilian factories too, is what I'm thinking. I have a ton of military factories that we could actually probably convert those over back to civilian factories right now. And yeah, I've got large stockpiles on all these equipments here. Light tanks, we need those. I don't have the... It's not invented, right? So that's a little weird. You'll be assigned here to Northern France, of course, and you're going to work on the air superiority mission. Perfect. So over here, how are my bombers doing? Well, they're working on that naval strike stuff. Attack enemy ships in the area. So if we take a look at how they did, they were able to bomb out a dreadnought there for the time being. And it looks like we've got a little bit of a naval battle happening here as well. So what is your efficiencies over there? Whoops. 70%? That's not awful. That's not god-awful by any means. Production-wise now, total need of 105 there for the infantry equipment. Weapons 3, we've got a great stockpile there to over 34k, so I'm not worried about that. Here we lost a couple of German convoys there, our planes were trying to protect them out. So we're going to get a ton of notifications up here now, even the Japanese plugging in ships up there. Okay. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Again, this has been the Billy Bob HD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and/or comment if you've enjoyed my content, and we'll catch you next time.